Hey everybody, it's old Roger D from Ground Zero here, channel Donstar. We're in the middle of the hornet's nest, as it were, and I don't need this anymore. I'm going to take this off because I'm outside. Oh yeah, it's me! I wanted to do this. It's been a while, and I had to sneak out, actually, to get this done. Put the locks on this. I'm on an angle. Oh, hopefully there won't be any interruptions. I'm still here at the old health facility, and it's pretty crazy. We've had some deaths, and we've had lots of what do they call that? When you have it, but you're not dead yet. I'm laughing, and I shouldn't laugh. I read that the governor was doing something online where you could actually look up every healthcare facility, hospital, etc., and see how many cases and how many deaths there are in the old Colvick, Illinois system. I can't even talk. I really can't. It's I've been very quiet the last couple of days, and it's frightening. It's very scary. And then today it kind of solidified where it was like, well, it's the end of the month. Might as well do another video for my old website and give everybody the update. But apparently in our facility, according to what I looked up, here in Niles, on the north side of Chicago, there have been about 42 cases in this building I'm looking at alone, and 8 deaths. And there are only 5 floors on this building. In this building, the first, actually 4, because the first is just the main first floor. And you know, where the kitchen and the offices are and stuff. But from 2nd to 5 are all the patients, and the 5th floor is half closed because they're doing construction. Even still, with the COVID virus going around, they're allowing construction people to come in and do construction in the building. And they say that they're well, let me go back to what is this? This is Tuesday. Last Friday they had a meeting. I believe it was last Friday. They wanted everyone on our floor to come down to the main big room on the floor that could walk or have wheelchairs, anybody that was mobile, to go and listen to the administrator of the building come down. And she was going to answer questions. And that was Saturday. She came down and actually mentioned that the COVID is here, and there are cases. She wouldn't say how many, and there were, at that time we knew through word of mouth from CPAs, the nurses' assistants that come in and, you know, don't give pills, but they tuck us in and clean us and do that type of stuff, the CNAs. We knew there were 2 cases. And then there was a rumor going around that there were 4 people that died. But the administrator didn't tell us anybody died. They just said it was here. And me and my buddy, another guy I talked to, just kind of like looked at each other and shook our heads. And, yeah, you're not telling us the full story. And they told us of the protocol, that we couldn't have visitors, which we already knew. Mind you, this is near the end of April. And we knew about this COVID coming around since the beginning of April. It wasn't as spread as much as it was then. But now it's like, you know, everywhere. Excuse me if I'm patchy with my words. Like I said, I'm a little upset. I'm a lot upset, actually. And, well, let me try to get to the main points. Nobody can come visit. They used to allow food deliveries. Now you can't have food deliveries. They used to have that where if you called Grubhub or something, they would come to the door. And, of course, that was all prepaid through the internet. And the main door person would call for a nurse, and the nurse would go down, or a CNA would go down, get the food, bring it up to your room. Now you can't do that, so you're limited to the food that we get from the kitchen here. The food that has been going bad since, I'd say, November of last year. I mean, we were getting some bad food before, and then it got really kind of good. And then they changed people. Money concerns, I'm sure. That they changed companies, and we have our different food delivery company now coming, and everything is like the milk is different. A brand of milk I've never even heard of. But we're getting that for milk and sugar and, you know, pepper and all that stuff, the condiments, and I'm sure the food itself are all coming from this other place, and it's not very good. It's not very bountiful. Used to get nice big full meals. Once I was established as not having a salt problem and all that, I was getting some nice full meals, and now those full meals are getting really pitty, as you can see from my breakfast that I got. And you complain, and then nothing happens. They say we're doing the best we can do. There's a pandemic going on, and we used to get our lunch and dinners at a certain time, and now they're about a half hour to 45 minutes late, because there's only 2 CNAs on a floor, and each one of our floors have about, I'd say, 50 to 60 patients in each floor, and there's only 2 nurses, one for one side of the building, the other for the other side. Hallways, I'm saying, hallways. And if someone on this side needs something, you know, you ring the bell, and the bell goes off, and it goes ding, ding, ding. And if there's nobody, if someone's busy on this side and they have an emergency, they're out of luck, because no one from the other side's going to come over, because that's not their people. They're on this side. So we've had few people, which I've captured on video. Thank you for having my camera with me through this pandemic. So we're very limited on hands. We only have 2 CNAs and 2 nurses per floor with 60 people trying to go around. So of course when the food comes up, the CNAs are the ones that deliver the food, and so you get your food very late and it's cold. And today they started, they used to deliver the food with hot plates, you know, and a cover, nice cover to keep the food warm. And now they don't do that, I guess, because of the contamination. They don't want you to use actual plates, or they're getting very short-handed or lazy in the kitchen and they don't want to do dishes. So they're giving everybody paper plates, styrofoam plates and styrofoam tops for everything. How you doing? Doing a vlog for my website.
Oh.
all the complaints going on here.
So you were talking to yourself.
Well, that too. This place will do that.
Man, I like that guy.
What's wrong with him?
What's the matter here?
So where I'm at is the smoking area. This is an area that it's like a little patio area that they have. This is actually sitting on a big barbecue they have. I don't know when they give us barbecue, but they have a barbecue down here, probably just for the nurses and staff. They don't give patients barbecue. But anyway, this is the smoking area where various people who have the addiction come down and smoke their cigarettes and then go back up. And if you don't smoke, you're really not supposed to leave your room. That's the other rule. The other rule is you're not supposed to leave your room. You're supposed to stay in your room 24 hours. Call for everything you need. Of course, that takes an hour because there aren't any people to come when you call. So you're waiting there and bored. Unfortunately, I have my laptop, so I'm happy about that because I can download movies and television shows and watch at my whim whatever I want because there's garbage on television. My roommate, he sadly is a paraplegic. He can't move from the waist down. He had a stroke, and he's also hard to understand him when he talks. And he's got other issues, which I won't get into. But yesterday, he had a panic fit, I guess, when the word got out that there were a lot of deaths in this place, and he just basically wanted to go home. He's all right. He's just here for basically therapy, you know, and he could go home anytime he wants. And he's limited to a little motorized wheelchair. Well, us with wheelchairs, like I don't need one, but they want you to have it in case you fall. You don't soon. I could walk basically normally and with a cane if I needed it. But I used a wheelchair to walk or move around, and other people do too. But he's got one of these motorized ones, and being that he's a paraplegic, he needs to have help getting into the chair because his bottom half doesn't work. Well, they wouldn't want. They basically said, since you're limited to staying in your room, you can't go out of the room, whether he's a smoker or not. Even though they say smokers can go down, and anybody that is in a wheelchair or can walk with a cane or whatever that smokes can go down and smoke. But he couldn't because he couldn't get in the chair by himself. So he started screaming and started asking for a phone call because he wanted to call his sister to come get him so he could just go home and get out of this place.
I'm trying to help you, Gary. You're being an idiot.
You've been eating. Oh, come here, idiot. You ignorant.
I'm ignorant. You're right. Okay?
I'm coming. I know where I want to go. I know where I want to stay.
I know.
You
It's
can't
not
help me here. You can't help me here.
that has been like that until now, but not anymore.
We'll see. Listen.
We'll see. Okay. Okay. In the meantime, if you want to throw yourself on the floor,
Let me make a phone call.
I thought you were going to throw yourself on the
Let
floor.
me make a phone call.
He's doing this on purpose. He's doing this
I will
himself.
go.
Shut up. Shut up.
Shut up. Talk to your
He's
big
doing this
friend.
on purpose.
Really? Calm down. Not yet.
It's already explained that he is going to put himself on the
You
floor.
get away. Put your ears on there. Look at it. Some people go out there and smoke. Like, don't let nobody out.
Vicky, there's a very serious situation going on, not only in the world.
If you're gonna catch you, you will catch you. So,
You want to catch it?
don't let me go home. Take my church.
I'm kind of afraid if anybody sees the camera because I don't want them to. Well, one, it's a ruling. You're not supposed to really be filming in here. Old Roger breaks rules. And most especially, you're not supposed to get anybody's faces. So I plan to blur them if I can when the full thing goes up. Now it's okay because everybody's wearing masks, except for some patients. Some patients that are old or senile and don't really know what's going on. They just walk around without a mask. They don't care. They're coughing, sneezing, doing whatever. They're not doing that. Cleaning staff, there's only 2 to the 60 patients. There's only 2 people that go around and mop and clean, and so that's not very good. Only this week they started cleaning doorknobs. Something I mentioned to them weeks ago when I was on the other floor before they moved me up to 4, which I'm now on the 4th floor. But I was like, nobody's washing the doorknobs. Don't you think that's number one? You know, because not everybody's wearing gloves. And oh, so now they're doing it. And still nobody's getting tested here. no patients anyway. So I myself, to be totally honest with you and totally frank, I feel I probably have it. More than likely, my odds are 99% that I have the COVID. And I'm just one of those, what do they call them, A something, where I'm a carrier, but I'm immune to it. God, knock on wood, that it hasn't gotten to me yet. Because it's been around since the first, around April is when it really started to get major. And there were scares going around, and people started wearing masks here. It was in April, so, and I haven't had it, and that's been almost a month. So, I think I'm mainly probably just a carrier right now, or I'm more than likely everybody's a carrier in here, even though they deny it. It's funny, during that meeting with the administrator, when they mentioned that somebody did bring up that the 2 people died here, and she said, yeah, and the person asked, was that on our floor or another floor? And the administrator basically says that's something you don't need to know. So that kind of shows you right there what we're dealing with here. I said basically this is a contagion and everybody here is contagious, I asked her. I says, so those nurses that were working on that patient, no matter what floor they were on, have it and they're coming to our rooms? Are they getting tested? Oh, no, they don't have it. They don't have it, they say. They say that they're very good at taking temperatures of all their staff. And as long as they don't have a temperature, there's nothing to worry about those nurses and those CNAs. And they take our temperature 3 or 4 times a day. And as long as we're not running a temperature, we don't have it. We're okay. We just got to stay in our room and try to avoid getting it from somebody that might have it, that might get it 2 weeks from now who wasn't showing signs, but we're okay. And we don't need to know any of that information. They're taking it all under control. They're doing their job. So, now, like I said, I snuck out. This is the smoking area. And I kind of snuck into an elevator and got down here and came out so I can do this vlog, because I knew it was going to be somewhat long, and I didn't want to have it going on and then have someone come in my room and go, why do you have that video camera? Why are you videotaping? Don't you know it's against the rules? And blah, 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 blah. And if they look out the window now and see me, I don't care. I'm filming outside. And they'll probably come out, if they were to come out, and say, well, you're not wearing your mask. Well, hey, it's outside, and there's no one within 6 feet or 10 feet or 20 feet around me, so I guess it's okay not to have a mask. I laugh at those news people, the news commentators that are standing outside of a nursing home or something, and they got the mask on. It's like there's no one around you but the crew, and they're farther away. Take the mask off. I know they're only doing that to prove a point, to show the viewers at home that it's important to wear a mask and wash your hands, Roger. Well, it's very windy, and I hope that's not messing up the microphone on here. I hope you're still able to hear me. My old cameras used to, whenever a little tiny wind blew, it would make a horrible noise. But other than that, I'm, just living. I'm a little upset, like I said. I'm pretty scared as my voice goes up. And I can't wait to get out of here. They're working on it. Every once in a while, they're coming in and making me fill out more forms for Social Security and for disability. And that's an airplane going up. Oh, I heard the news now. One of the airlines, I'm not sure which one it is now, but every passenger has to wear a mask now in the plane. Every passenger. Who knows if the pilots are, because we can't see them. But anyway, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff on the web about this is all fake. I don't think it's fake. But I'm just really upset with how inept this place is and how I'm seeing it just slowly deteriorate with idiocy and common sense, and nobody's doing things, and we're just at the mercy and the whim of who's taking care of us here, you know. And I'd love to get out of here now. You know, the smoking area, I'm in a prison. We all are in a prison here. The smoking area that I'm in has 2 doors, one there and one back there to go out. Do you know they're locked? We're not supposed to leave. The reason I'm snuck down here to the smoking area is because I can't go out front to smoke. Or not even to smoke, just to sit out there and get air, which is much needed since I'm out here. Because being cooped in the room really drives you crazy. And so, how we doing here? Are we still recording? I hope we are. I think we are. Look at my big old face looking in there. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I think I pretty much told you the story. Just keep me in your dreams. Keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your thoughts. Hope I get out of here safely. I hope I am immune. And we're doing the best of it. And let's hope that let's hope this thing goes away eventually, and they find a vaccine or something for it to stop it, and all these people can stop dying. Anyway, old Roger D coming to you from Channel Donstar, who's trapped here in the Niles Health Center, where there are 42 cases of COVID-19. And what did I say? 9 deaths? 7 deaths? And counting the days. And happy birthday if today's your birthday. Talk to everybody in the next video. Bye, folks.